Let's talk about yogurt. Not the sugary, neon pink dessert masquerading as health food, but the real deal. Thick, tangy, probiotic-rich yogurt that smells slightly like something alive is happening in your fridge. Because, truthfully, it is. Behind that cool, creamy swirl is a bustling microscopic metropolis of good bacteria with a strange superpower. They don't just help your digestion. They may actually influence your mood, your stress levels, and even the weird recurring dream you have about showing up late to a high school math test in your underwear. This is thanks to something scientists now call the gut-brain axis. It's not science fiction. Your gut and your brain are in constant communication like an old married couple, bickering, coordinating, sometimes finishing each other's sentences. The messenger? Bacteria. Those probiotics you find in yogurt, especially strains like lactobacillus and bifidobacterium, don't just sit around digesting lactose. They produce neurotransmitters, serotonin, dopamine, and GABA, among others. Yes, those same brain chemicals your therapist or pharmacist talks about. And the wild thing is, the majority of your body's serotonin isn't in your brain. It's in your gut. Your gut is basically the moody, dramatic playwright behind your emotional Broadway show. Now, when you eat probiotic-rich yogurt, you're not just snacking. You're recruiting tiny microscopic therapists who work for yogurt. These bacteria march in, kick out the troublemakers, bad bacteria that thrive on stress, junk food, and existential dread, and start cleaning house. They help rebalance your microbiome, reduce gut inflammation, a known contributor to mood disorders, and can even tweak the permeability of your gut lining so that inflammatory molecules aren't running wild like unsupervised toddlers crashing your neurological garden party. In studies, people who consumed fermented dairy regularly showed lower markers of anxiety and depression. This doesn't mean yogurt will replace your medication or make your mother-in-law more tolerable, but it might take the edge off that late afternoon existential spiral. Plus, unlike SSRIs, yogurt doesn't come with side effects like dry mouth or vivid dreams involving Ryan Gosling and a talking cat. Unless that's already your thing. Let's also admit yogurt is delightfully sneaky. It's creamy, it's cool, it's comforting. It's the acceptable breakfast food that makes you feel European if you add honey and nuts, and vaguely smug if you say kefir in public. You can throw in chia seeds, call it a parfait, and suddenly you're eating a brain-enhancing, gut-healing, anxiety-reducing potion disguised as dessert. It's food magic, but backed by microbiology. And don't worry if you're lactose intolerant. There are plenty of lactose-free or plant-based yogurts now that are teeming with just as many probiotic heroes. Almond, coconut, oat. They've all jumped into the probiotic game like influencers launching skincare lines. Just check the label to make sure those live cultures are really there. Bonus points if you see names that sound like ancient wizards. L. Acidophilus. B. Lawn gum, etc. In the end, if you're feeling a little down, a little foggy, or just craving something cold and creamy that might whisper sweet neurochemical lullabies into your bloodstream, go for the yogurt. It won't solve all your problems, but it'll give your gut-brain hotline a much-needed upgrade. You may even find that with a healthier microbiome, you start to feel a little more balanced, a little less anxious, and maybe even a little bit funnier. After all, laughter is medicine, and yogurt might just be the prescription snack.